I guess it's time to get digging it. Hey everybody, it's Lee here. And luckily I had another story published in the July edition of Western Eastern Treasure magazine, so I was able to afford some gas and I got out of town. I ended up here. This is the banks of the Rogue River. It is a major gold producing river for the area. We're in southern Oregon. And this area was actually rife with conflict back during the 1850s. 1854 to 1855, this became known as the Rogue River Indian Wars. It was farther upstream is where the main settlements were, but right over across the way there's a little creek that's draining into the main river here. It's called Lobster Creek. And there was a settlement a few miles up that the Indians raided and they slaughtered everybody there. The army from Fort Orford, which is just north of here, came down and banded up with some of the settlers and ranchers and stuff from the area. Well, they came down here and they set up an ambush. Those big boulders over there on that side, they positioned themselves up there, and as the Indians floated down in their canoe, they just slaughtered them. So those became known as Massacre Rock. And today I'm just kind of out exploring different areas, trying to find a couple places where I might be able to do some metal detecting and stuff. I'm gonna try and get over on the other side there and see if there's a trail or something where I can get down and maybe metal detect around that area. But farther up the river, I'm not sure exactly where. My uncle used to come up here and he would come back with handfuls of arrowheads, so I'm hoping maybe we'll be able to play around the river there and find something. That's enough talking. Let's get digging it. the Massacre rocks here. And this is the vantage point that the soldiers and settlers would have had as they fired down on the Indians. Down through here. The heavier current would have brought them right in front of the rock here. They wouldn't have had much choice. There's nothing on the other side. They couldn't really climb up the side of the rocks. If they'd have gone over to the bar there, they'd have been sitting ducks. There was really no place for them to be able to hide. But we're going to hunt around and see if we can find anything. Well, there's some pocket change. There's my first relic. An old rusty nail. We'll keep going. What's up there, little buddy? I'm packed up and moved over to the other side here. This would have been the receiving end where them bullets were going. I'm going to search around on this hillside a little bit, see if I can find anything. Well, come off the trail a little bit. I'm still over on the side where the bullets would have ricocheted and all of that. But there's an old picnic table out here that's been torn apart or whatever. I got my first signal down here. It's a dime. Not silver, but maybe the next one will be. We'll keep going. Alright, well, we've been here the better part of probably about 5 hours. Haven't really found anything too great. A little bit of pocket change down there, an old rusty nail, bottle caps, pull tabs, the usual. It is a possibility that there might be something over on that hillside over there, so I might come back again one of these days when I got a little bit more time, plan it out a little bit better. This was more or less just kind of a scouting trip. I wanted to see about maybe camping down on the bar down below here, but they don't allow that, so I'm gonna go ahead and go down the river a little bit farther and see if I can find somewhere else to swing coil for a little while. Alright, well, I moved on to my next stop here. This is Orchard Bar. These bars were actually really during the 70s because they were nice flat areas where they could set up camp. The wagons and whatnot could actually come down, set up. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but off in the distance there, just on the other side of the river, there's a teepee. As I head down the road, I'll see if I can get a better look at it. That's kind of interesting. I figure I'd go ahead and take a metal detector and we'll go around here. I see an old campsite over there, so we'll hunt and see if we can find anything. Turn you on if I do. On the head of a square now. Yeah, right there, just wrong item. We'll keep going. Alright, well, I'm not finding anything but trash here, so I'm gonna move on. I think we're gonna take a run up the Elk River and see if we can find anything interesting.